it is never that serious. Tomorrow, K.C.P.E exams is being done for the last time. KCSE exams are equally ongoing. Parents, students, pupils are hoping for the very best. But just as usual, K.C.P.E is giving chances or a chance to individuals or to people to get better schools or their dream schools. Right now, people are under pressure. They want to do good. Others are having various fears. Fears of the unknown, fears of the things involved, the things they're going to achieve when they perform well in life, and again fear of the exam. As you guys are going to sit for the exams, or those who are preparing the pupils and the students for the exams, my only wish is to tell you or to advise you that is never that serious. Relax. Take your time. It is just another way of testing you to check what you've learned during your stay in that school or wherever institution you are in. My advice, this is the time to check the things you might not have done thoroughly, the gaps you have. After identifying the gaps, try in the shortest time possible and reflect on what you can do to bridge the gaps. This is not the time to concentrate on the things you already know too much. You can only refreshen yourself. But if you can identify these ones, then you peruse. It is good for you. Another thing, you have to watch on your eating habits. It must be healthy. This is not the time to take lots of cakes, lots of sugary foods, because they are going to tire you. They'll clog your brains, and as a result, you'll be tired during the exams period. During this time, you need at least 15 to 20 minutes physical exercises. This one will refreshen you, it will make you alert, and it will even make you active during the exam period. Again, you also need to once again go back through the objectives of every topic, because you have less time to read the notes, the entire books, the text, the set books. But the purpose for setting these exams is to remind us of the objectives of various topics. So my advice, go to various topics, look at the objectives of every topic, then try answering those questions. Finally, as you sit for the exam, it is never that serious. Just give your best. Hope for the best, for there is life even after this KCSE. I wish you the very best, be it K.C.P.E or national exams. That was a trial. As a teacher, my desire is to wish my students the very best they can ever score in the exams. My desire is that they get the best they can ever score. But I know as they do the final touches, there are 3 fears that must be overcome. First one, the fear of the unknown. The imagination that exam is going to be so tough for them. Believe me, it is never that difficult. You've been sitting for several other exams, and this one is just another one. Statistics shows that people have always scored higher in the final exam as opposed to the internal exams. Again, there is also fear of what is going to come at the end of it, how they are going to be judged at the end of it. In your stay in school, you must have learnt a lot. There are other things, interaction with people, you've grown, you know how to relate and even to talk to other people. That's why there are so many who didn't do so well in class, but they've ended up as great people in this society. You can mention a few, you can imagine, but allow me not to mention specific people in our society who have accomplished a lot, despite the fact that they didn't do well. Again, in school, you've added value. You might have become a top actor or an actress. You might have played, and again, you've been spotted on other things. Teachers have identified your giftings, and you can just work on them. And again, there's academic excellence, which you are going to prove this time. If you don't score grade A or grade B plus, but at least you shall have scored a grade that can make you go start elsewhere. If you don't make it to the university direct, you can as well start with diploma. If diploma grade is still gonna be ahead of you, you can still start with the certificate. For there are several people who started down there, but again, they've ended up being professors in various universities in this country. Again, there is fear of judgment. How people are going to judge you. Remember, a single exam, a single test cannot determine your future. It cannot show whether you are a smart student academically or you failed. If you fail, then it means it is that maths or it is that final exam you didn't do well. But again, failure is relative. Today may not work for you, but tomorrow it's going to work for you. My dear friends, my dear students, pupils who are sitting for this exam, just give your best. The desire, the main motivation should not be that to be top of your class, but you score the very best you can ever score. To my students, to all the students and pupils, I wish you the very best, or in simple terms, success in your exams and prosperous future.